Hello and welcome back to Patch Math, where today we are going to continue to patch your math knowledge on coterminal angles. In the video before this, we found the coterminal angle between 0 and 360 degrees for 441. That coterminal angle in degrees was 81 degrees. Now we found 81 degrees is not on our unit circle, so this is not one where a coterminal angle would have been helpful to use the unit circle, and we'd have to find some other way to solve it. However, I wanted to give you an example in radians and also an example of an angle measure and how you use coterminal angles in pre-cal. So let's go ahead and look here. We got 11 pi over 3. It is obviously greater than 2 pi. One of the things I like to do is immediately envision 2 pi, like apples to apples, pieces to pieces. So 2 pi is equal to, we want those thirds, we can multiply the numerator and denominator of our invisible fraction. Notice that any number is over 1. If we want to look at fractions to fractions, and we can come in here and we can multiply 2 pi by 3 over 3 because 3 over 3 reduces to 1. And 1 times 2 pi is 2 pi, and that's just our identity property. So this is 6 pi over 3. I'm now comparing apples to apples, thirds to thirds. And I do see, I'm like, oh, wait, the distance between these two numbers is actually going to put me within that 0 and 2 pi range. So let's go ahead and do it. We know from the problem above that we can take our angle and we can add or subtract in this case because we are greater than 2 pi. And I'm going to subtract. All right, let's just start with 2 pi. Now 2 pi again is 6 pi over 3 if we're representing it in thirds. And remember, we're going to write every single coterminal angle and how it exists. We'll be multiplying this by c, where c is an integer. All right, where c, anytime you bring in a variable, you want to define it, where c is an integer. We cannot have decimals or fractions here for c. It does not work that way. We cannot have a partial rotation. In this case, we have a full. C is going to be 1 on this problem, and that's all right. So we get 11 pi over 3 minus 6 pi over 3, which is equal to that denominator of 3. And 11 minus 6 is 5, so 5 pi over 3. Lucky for us, we can use the unit circle for an angle if we were going to find, excuse me, we can use the unit circle here because 5 pi over 3 happens to be on our unit circle. Now, I'm not asked to do anything with this coterminal angle yet. That's important, and we will get to that in the next video. But for now, all you need to know is that if we want to find an angle that we can use on the unit circle that is coterminal to 11 pi over 3, we know that coterminal angle is 5 pi over 3. Thank you so much for your time.